Hey y'all, it's your girl Bella Kitty here, and I am back with another Merida, Mexico YouTube video. And hold on, let me move this out the way because Epura is not paying me. Okay, hold on. Hi, it's your girl Bella Kitty, and I am back to give you the monthly cost of living for me and my family here in Merida, Mexico. Keep in mind that these numbers will vary based on your family, your needs, your wants, right? You may want a bigger house, you may want a smaller house, you may want more amenities, you may want not to have a pool. You may want to, your family may be bigger, right? You may have more needs, more medical needs, more. So keep in mind that this is just the budget for me, my house, my family, myself, my daughter, and our dog. Okay? So I'm going to be looking at some notes, right? So I can make sure that I give you accurate information. I did my research. I had to go through my bank statements. Then I did the conversions on everything. So I will try to make sure I get all of the information for my family as close as possible. There's a few disclaimers, but I will let you know as we get through the video, okay? All right. So our cost of living breakdown. Okay, so rent. Okay, so rent is 16,000 pesos per month. Right, 16,000 pesos. So this month for April, when I paid my rent, I paid $801. That's including the transfer fee. I used the Wise app, okay? That's including the transfer fee. All right. Last month, the month of March, I paid my rent. It was $774 USD, okay, with the transfer fee. The month prior, February, I paid $794 USD. So that's why I budget roughly $800 per month for rent, okay? Because it's based on the current conversion rate, based on the market, yada, yada, all that stuff. Okay, next. And also my rent, which is 16,000 pesos, that also includes my internet. So I have fiber optic internet. It is included in my rent. Next is electricity. So this month was the first month I had to pay my electricity bill. My electric bill was 2,097 pesos, which came out to $103. And so that was for 2 months. So you could roughly say that it's like $51.50 per month for electricity. And my house is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. I have air conditioning in 4 rooms, ceiling fans in all main areas and bedrooms, and a pool. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff that uses electricity. So just kind of give you a guesstimate on like how much electricity we use. Next is my water bill. It was 80 pesos, which is roughly $4.01 for the month. And the next we'll go over my cell phone bill, okay? So my cell phone bill, I still have a US cell phone plan. Not because I'm under contract or anything, it's just because I don't want to give up my phone plan yet. I don't know. I haven't run into an issue with phones or like using data. I have excellent Wi-Fi in my house. So I do pay a US phone bill, which is $240 USD, which comes out to 4,700 pesos. And I know like any expats in Mexico or ever lived in Mexico are like, girl, if you don't get rid of that phone plan, I know. One day I might do it, but as for me and my house right now, we're going to give Verizon Wireless that money. That's just what we gonna do until, I don't know until when, but that's just what we do. That's what we doing right now, okay? Um, so I have some miscellaneous. I'm gonna go over at the end. My sister was like, "Girl, is that necessary? It don't matter if it's necessary. This is my bill, my budget, my house." Okay. So next we're gonna go over food. So for food, this is one of the things with the disclaimer. So we got here in February. February is our first full month here. However, we were still getting settled in. So I moved into an unfurnished place, and we didn't have like all the pots and pans and da 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 da. So I was ordering out a lot. So we were ordering out a lot. We had a little taco problem. You know what I'm saying? We need to go to rehab for tacos, but we had a little taco problem. And so our food bill in February was like $500, right? So that's counting like the Uber Eats and everything. It was like $500, which is a little high, right? But towards the end of the month, it simmered off, right? I cook every day. We eat out probably once or twice a week, maybe. So I cook every day, and it just wasn't making sense. So then March was probably like the most realistic month for food. However, we left on March 15th and flew back stateside for a wedding. So I took the first 2 weeks of March 1st through the 14th, and that's what I used to make my budget, right? So it said on my app on USAA, it said I spent $170 from March 1st to March 14th, right? So $340, that feels about right? So even when I went and looked at from coming back on the 8th to now, that looks like it makes good sense. So I went with 340. We're gonna go with 340. Maybe in a couple months I'll do an update and we'll see what really makes sense. So I put 340, which is $340 USD, which comes down to 6,785 pesos. Okay. And I also include a Walmart run, and my food orders also include like household items. So I don't have a line item specifically for household items because I never really break those things down. So we're gonna say food and household items comes down to 340 USD, 6,785 pesos for the month. Okay, and then transportation. So this is another one of those items where I have a disclaimer. So in February, we went out a little bit more than we have since we've been here. Again, we were gone half of March, and then we just got back in April a few weeks ago. So if you look at my February transportation bill, it says $85.70 on USA. I also include airport, taxi, and Uber, right? But then if you look on March 1st through the 15th, because I included an airport taxi, because most likely we will have an airport taxi run once a month, and it came out to $18 for those 15 days. So then I multiplied it by 2, and I got $36 for the month, which is 718 pesos is what we spent. So then let's go back to the things my sister was like, girl, that ain't necessary. Ain't necessary for her, but it's necessary for me. So the first thing I'm gonna put on here is housekeeper. Yes, I have a housekeeper that comes. She comes once a week. 450 pesos, which is 1,800 pesos per month. And that cost me $90 USD per month. Could I live without a housekeeper? I absolutely could live without a housekeeper. However, if you want those detail cleans, I clean up every day, kind of have it like to make sure I go to bed with the kitchen clean and the floors picked up and things like that. But it's just kind of like those little additional things like cleaning windows, and we have 2 sliding doors in the house, and we have big windows. Getting into the grout and the nitty gritty in the bathroom. So I have a housekeeper, and plus it's 2 stories. I don't want to spend my days doing housework. I don't want to spend my days doing housework, so I have a housekeeper. The other thing is the pool. I could get the pool guy down to once a month to make sure he's doing like the water testing and treatments and all that other stuff. But he comes twice a month, every 2 weeks. It's 500 pesos per visit, and he makes sure everything's running in top-notch condition. I do observe him. I do skim the pool every day. But for me, it's just I'm not there yet. I'm not comfortable maintaining the pool on my own. So I'll pay the 1,000 pesos per month with this, which is $50 USD. And then laundry service. Okay, so laundry service is a bit like conflicting. Yes, I believe it is a luxury. The service that I have, I do believe is a bit of a luxury. But let me explain why. Okay, so laundry service is about 1,400 pesos per month, and I don't think that includes the tip, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't include the tip, so maybe add another 400 pesos for tipping per month, and which is $70 USD. Now, my laundry service, I love it. Like, I love my laundry service. My laundry is picked up typically on Thursday mornings. It's usually laundry day for us. So picked up Thursday morning about 7:30, picks up my laundry. He takes it. At the end of the day, he calls. He's like, hey, I'll be there in 15 minutes. He sends me my bill. I pay it through the transfer app, and he brings it back, and it's all folded and sorted. And all I have to do is just put it away. Like, come on, y'all, listen. $70 a month for your laundry to be picked up, sorted, washed, folded, and brought back to you. Oh, your only job is to pay and put it away. Listen. I don't know, listen. Yes, it's a bit of a luxury. Yes, I could buy a washer and dryer set. I think it's like $700. I have the hookups in my pool room. But do I want to do laundry? I don't know. So it's kind of conflicting. Like, I don't want to buy a washer and dryer because I don't know if I'll be here for forever. Could I resell it? Yes, a washer and dryer. I'm sure to resell. Could I possibly buy a used washer and dryer? Possibly. I have options. There's also laundry like mats here, and you can take it and you can do it yourself if you want to do it. Definitely not down to do that. There's also a laundry point at the end of the park from my house. That requires me to walk the laundry down there or wagon it down there, or I ain't about to do that. So anyway, I'm gonna have my laundry picked up and serviced, and that's 1,400 pesos per month, which is roughly $70 US. Okay, so it comes down to a grand total of 33,210 pesos, or if you want the US dollar conversion, $1,664.15 roughly. Keep in mind the electricity is paid bi-monthly. The trash is I pay every 6 months. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I still have a US cell phone. My laundry service optional. Housekeeper and pool optional. So yeah, those things will vary based on your family. Another expense that we have that I didn't itemize because I have only used it a couple times is nanny service. So if I want to go out or just have a day to myself, I have a nanny that I use, and that's roughly like 500 pesos. 500 pesos. It's like 80 pesos an hour, and I feel like I pay typically around 500 pesos. What else is not included in here? Oh, gardener. So I paid for a gardener when I first moved here. And then now that I'm here and I'm settled, I realized the gardener was getting paid to do stuff that I can simply do. And I enjoy gardening anyway. So I tend to garden myself now. The gardener was like 350 pesos every 2 weeks. I don't pay for that service anymore. And what other? I mean, some people pay for health insurance. I don't do that. I don't pay for health insurance. And then we haven't had a vet bill yet, or and also the dog's food is included in our food cost because I typically buy it at the same time. So I haven't had a vet bill yet. I did pay for him to stay while we were on vacation, 24 days at Pet Chalet. It roughly came out to $248, and that included a groom. So, yeah, I don't know. Factor that in. So, I mean, there are a lot of miscellaneous costs, and again, it depends on your family, right? So, for my family, our basic needs, few wants, comforts, you know, I think my US cell phone is a comfort, the laundry service, the housekeeper, those are comforts. So, for us to live a life just easy breezy comes out to, you know, a little under $1,700 a month. That allows us to live the life that we love and do the things that we enjoy every day. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. As always, please, please, please subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Like, comment, share with your friends, share with your uncle, share with your granny, share with everybody. Tell them about Bad Luck Kitty now lives in Mexico. And just help me support my dream. I really, 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 sorry, the dog just bumped the camera. Really, really, really appreciate everyone tuning in, and thank you. Until the next one, goodbye.